Hi everyone, today we're going to be doing another Sims 4 tiny build or micro home build. I did one about 2 years ago when tiny living first came out, but I thought that I was a much better builder now than I was 2 years ago. So I said let's go and do another tiny micro home in The Sims 4, which of course is 32 tiles. So I'm doing it in Oasis Springs for the very formidable Johnny Zest. And yeah, it's going to be just tiny living and base game only. I think it was a missed opportunity that The Sims 4 Tiny Living didn't come with one of those really tiny showers that come with University and Snowy Escape. That was a missed opportunity, which does affect this build. But we're going, that was kind of just me experimenting with how much I could fit in a bedroom. I was like, should it be the living room? Should it just be a bedroom? And if it's just a bedroom, should we use the Murphy bed? Which I think a lot of us hate to use because, your Sims die a lot. But I think, it's worth the risk. And then I was like, I also want to put in a room for a kid. So if you want to have a threesome family or, a single mom, single dad, or single non-binary pal and your child, you can do that. So I was kind of like just seeing what I could fit in the rooms. And I didn't really want to use move objects because I was like, let's play this kosher. So I was just deciding, let's see what we can do in 32 tiles, and I was trying to maximize as much space as possible. I do remember from 2 years ago, the trick was to get the doors at like a 90-degree angle like that, because you can't ever use that tile for anything because there's a door there. Like, you cannot place anything without move objects, and you're probably risking it if you do. So I was like, that I knew that kind of had to be the shape, and I'm still kind of Tetrising, where I can kind of put the kitchen and the living room and the front door and, maybe even the back door. So I'm just having a look at this, and yeah, I think you're watching a game of Tetris. And I think it's kind of up to once you figure out the Tetris of it, I guess, doing a nice viable interior design plan to make it look more like a home and less like, I just got really creative with the grid system of The Sims 4. Let me know down in the comments down below what you think of The Sims 4 Tiny Living. I think if you're to buy one stuff pack for The Sims 4, Tiny Living is the one to get. I think most times I do I play a new game or a save file or anything, I build tiny homes. I think it's a great way to do, a starter home. Some people think it's overpowered, and it is, but I don't think it's game breaking. I think it adds a nice benefit, and I think it's a nice, it's funny because people want The Sims to be more challenging at the same, and I do too, but at the same time, I don't think I'd give up tiny living, even, because I do like the benefits of a tiny home. Like, maybe I just like the objects and, the gameplay challenge of building something cool in 32 tiles. So here I'm just trying to figure out, I suppose, like where to put the bathroom, because I knew that needed to match up with the front door, because I wanted, again, to minimize as many tiles that doors were on. So we have like 2 doors, there's 4 doors, the 2 bedrooms, bathroom, front door, on 2 tiles, and they're all 90-degree angles. And then I was kind of getting really ambitious, and I was like, should I have a back door? So I think I have the bathroom by the back door, and I was like, maybe I'll give the front door its own dedicated tile. But when you only have 32 tiles, that's prime real estate. It's like 0.28% of your house. Yeah, about 0.28%, which is a lot because, those percentages go quickly. Is it? Or am I thinking like 2.8%? No, it's 0. Oh my god, my maths is bad, and I'm recording this at 2 a.m. That's embarrassing to capture on camera. I promise I am not lying when I say I did have an economics degree in my past university life, but I used calculators. I did not do mental maths on the fly. My mental maths isn't so good anymore. But here I'm just trying to figure out a kitchen. I was like, okay, do we just go for like the 3-tile kitchen, fridge, dishwasher on a counter that you can cook on or chop food on, and a stove? I was like, but we probably do need a sink because we can't fit a sink in the bathroom because we're not using the university shower. So we're using a base game shower, so more people, you guys can play this if you don't have university, you can still have a micro home. So I wasn't sure what to do, but I do have a sink at the end. Like, I figure out how to do it. I think for a while we used a pedestal, and then I think eventually I was able to fit in full-on kitchen sink, like a full kitchen, like 4-tile kitchen. 2 countertops, 1 with a sink, 1 empty for you to prepare food on, 1 oven, and 1 fridge. So yeah, I think I'm just organizing this around because I was like, oh, I think we want a couch, maybe a table and chairs, and where are we gonna put that? So yeah, I'm excited by what I was able to fit into this lot. I don't think it's a budget build. That's probably not because look, he has 70,000 simoleons, so I don't think I was doing this really. I think I was more focused on fitting in as much as possible in 3-2 tiles than I was about money, because I mean, and that's, I know, a kind of a I suppose hypocritical way of playing, because most people who are playing microhomes do it on starter funds, and I'm kind of going all out. But you might be just someone who is doing a gameplay challenge and would appreciate having high-end stuff in a microhome. Maybe that's for you, for your little niche. Because I do know that most people playing microhomes have small budgets because they're doing rags to riches or a legacy challenge, or they're playing the game kosher and they're not doing money cheats. So I'm always obviously saving as we're going along. I think it's weird because I'm not a big suburban builder. We don't really have suburban houses here in Ireland, so it's hard for me to imagine what that looks like. I mean, we have council built houses, but those are so different than American houses. They're very ugly, to be honest with you, and that's someone who lives in one. But these like red brick uniform houses, just there's nothing really unique about them. I think that'd be very boring to build in The Sims. When they did cottage living, they didn't really go for that aesthetic in England. They went for more country cottage houses, which obviously are going to be more unique because architects build them for just the homeowner or the farmer. And I think we're just going for the windows. I think I hate commentating on my own builds, and I recorded this a while ago, so I forget exactly what's happening in order. I'm like a sports commentator for like a horse race. There is 2 TVs you can watch the telly in your bedroom. Oh, maybe not anymore. Oh no, we do keep it. Oh no, maybe we don't, because I do know we put a laptop and a desk, so maybe we do. No, that'd be impossible. You need that tile there. I don't know what I don't know what I'm up to. Up to no good. I guess this is part of the fun of building a microhome. What have I been up to? I hope you guys had a good summer. I was watching other people do these videos, and they usually talk about their life, and not much is going on. So, but I think I'm just working. I'm actually writing a television show. I was commissioned to write a television show. It's weird to talk about this. I always said I'd separate YouTube and my other kind of like my career, because I didn't want them, and I think maybe because traditional media has a view on digital, people from that industry are like, oh, the internet, you make internet videos. But yeah, I was commissioned to write a television show and a Bible and a pilot, so I've been busy doing that, which is why I haven't been uploading. I haven't made a gaming video in 3 months. I haven't made a technology video in 6 months, and my technology channel is so much more popular than my gaming one. But I suppose obviously I'm playing The Sims in my downtime to relax when I'm not writing. I never thought I'd be a writer, which is kind of crazy. It's really weird talking about this. I've never talked about this openly, even like on Twitter. I'm kind of hush. I mean, I do announcements on Twitter, but I don't really like to talk about what I'm up to. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of writing, and it's a 1 in a million opportunity to get this to do this. So I'm just working around the clock, and if I don't have the writing program open, I feel really guilty that I could be throwing an opportunity away. And so if I'm not writing, I'm thinking about ideas and stuff. But God, this is a really boring story. But I guess I'm telling you about it while the roofing is happening. I'm trying to roof this. Usually I do more of a modern build, so I just like slap a flat roof on this. But I was like, no, let's make it more old school suburban Americana. So I was like, let's do these proper gabled roofs, which is a mixed bag. I hope I go back and fix that, dear God. We use some green wood siding, which I guess would be good out in Oasis Springs, or if it's not hot, would the wood burn? The idea of living in the desert is really scary to me. So I said I'd put some stone kind of on the bedroom just to break it up a bit, and want it all to be covered in siding. And then I think once we figured out the furniture, I think it's really interesting that I paint the house last, but I think that's once I figure out the furniture, I kind of pick out some key pieces like the orange couch and the orange bar stools, and maybe the pink bed in the master bedroom, the pink Murphy bed. Then you kind of paint the wall colors to match it. And there's different ways to go about it. Sometimes I do build a house and I'll paint it first and put the floor in before I do the furniture. But for a build like this, I think because you're so, you know, function over form. Yeah, function over form, and that you're trying to design this properly, that you kind of pick out your furniture pieces first. So now I kind of see I'm adding in the final details. I got a wardrobe, I got a dresser in for the adult sim, because I think there's one in, no, there's a toy chest in the kids' room. So I guess both of them are sharing that one little dresser for their clothes. But you know, there's a sink, and then there's, so you've got a full kitchen. So even though there's not a bathroom sink, you can wash your hands in the kitchen. Don't know how sanitary that is. Maybe I'd recommend you just to open that shower door and wash and soap away. Really interesting thing. I think I once talked to someone from England who was like looking to build a small home. I was on Twitch, like someone actually told me this on Twitch. And apparently in the building code of London, you don't actually have to have a sink in your bathroom to get planning permission to build it, as long as you have a sink in the kitchen. They will let you have a full bathroom as long as you have a toilet and a shower. Someone from the building commission or the county councils of London or England, please confirm if this is true, because that's crazy. I can't imagine why you'd approve a house to be built that didn't have a sink in the bathroom. I think it just seems so, you know, random. Like, I feel like you need it. Anyway, I've obviously done the house now, so I'm doing the garden, because obviously it's a tiny home. So I figured, you know, your sim family, they can plant some stuff in the back in some planter boxes, or they can entertain out there with, you know, a barbecue grill and some table and chairs. So I was like, let's put in a nice suburban garden. This is like me doing a mimic of a little Simsy, not only in terms of talking about my life while we do a speed build, but also doing a suburban. That's obviously little Simsy's known for her blue Suburbans, and here I am doing a green one. I'm copying poor little Simsy. Also, I met a really popular TikTok a few months ago of a cow plant and wicked whims in The Sims, and I feel bad because poor little Simsy got abused with wicked whims. The cow plant, not the YouTube creator. But it's a Z, not an S. Yeah, it's crazy to me that my biggest TikTok success is me showing something insane in Wicked Whims. A lot of people are like, why did you download this animation? I'm like, I didn't. I was really lazy. I didn't want to download animations. I just Googled Wicked Whims animation folder, and I downloaded someone who had a huge folder of animations. And I really regret that, which is kind of funny because I think you can see in my other video of the restaurants when I'm clicking around in the Sims game, you can see like the Wicked Whims menu pop up on the Sim. And I was like, I was editing and I was watching and I was like, oh, this is so guilty. Like, he had Wicked Whims installed on his computer. Anyway, I think we're just about done. I'm adding in the final details. As I said before, in my restaurant videos, I love doing stuff with lighting because like it's so moody. So I'm even, you know, setting the colors. I love things like that. I love how, you know, orange lights can make a house look warm and inviting even at nighttime. The build is now done, so I'm going through it so we can see that the Murphy bed works. You close it up, obviously, if you want to access the computer desk. I don't know why he was going to try and sleep in the kids' room. But as you can see, this is the build. I hope you guys all like it. It's on the gallery. You can download it. I'm not used to building these suburban houses at all. As you can see, the kids' room is tiny. I mean, that could be child abuse in some states to have a bedroom for a child that small. I hope the Irish government is not watching this and getting ideas off of my video about building houses in Dublin. But yeah, this is what the house looks like. It's, you know, it's suburban, it's, you know, rustic. It has modern touches with like, you know, modern furniture, just so you know, it's minimal in terms of size. But yeah, this is the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everybody.